we just gonna jump right into it. Like I said, tonight we have with us some good folks for the people. I gotta make sure my thing is doing what it's supposed to do. Yeah, we got the one and only. I'm trying to make my screen back big again because I moved everything around. So bear with me.
Oh, okay.
Let's.
I'm here. I'm on now.
Do your thing.
I'm trying to.
All right, I had to get my screen back big again. I need to move the other screen because maybe that's what'll make it. I'll have my screens next to each other so they moving differently.
Oh, okay.
You know, as techy as I am, I tried to make sure I was testing everything, and yeah, you know, hey, as is life, right?
All right. As is life.
So
that's it. That's all I got. That's it. That's all.
Okay.
Now, if I can just make everything come back whole again, life will be good.
What's good, Tracy Jones? How you doing today? Hey. So, baby.
Yes.
How was your day?
Well, other than the fact that I've been trying to work and manipulate how we gonna do this video tonight, because I wanted to make sure that we, you know, in the future when we have our guests, that we have everything in alignment, you know. So I was multitasking.
You're doing a great job.
Doing my job and doing my job.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Okay.
How was your day?
Well, you know, for the most part, it was great until the end. Now, so everybody know, so you can feel this. You just about to get off work. And then they say, well, wait a minute. Could you do this? Ain't this some, you know, I kind of hit the donkey from Shrek. You start talking under your tongue, but you cussing real loud. And I did it. I stayed there an extra hour on man, I was hurt. So it started out good, but it ended up effed up.
That ain't good. That's never a good thing.
Well, I gotta ask one more person. Cali boy, Mr. 407 himself. How was your day?
My day was groovy, man. Started off early, and it's gonna end late. We're gonna start off early again tomorrow. Ooh. Entrepreneur's job don't never stop.
Absolutely.
Hey, that's what happened when you're trying to get all the money.
All the money. I ain't mad at you.
I don't know about that. We all out here trying to get something. We just building.
Okay.
No, and you know what I mean? And the good thing is you are, you know, capitalizing on multiple streams of income so that, you know, because you got a plan. And that's one thing that, you know, a lot of people fail to do is they don't put a plan in place and work the plan. They let the plan work them and you work in the plan, you know. So that the people know exactly who you are and what you do and how you does it. Give them a little something about Cali Boy Jones.
All right, first off, thank y'all for having me on the show. Yes, my name is Cali Boy Jones. I host the 407 Show live podcasts and interviews live on Instagram and Facebook from the 407, Orlando, Florida, the city beautiful. Representing all day long, every day. I'm not even gonna say the schools because I went to too many, but most definitely got to represent Orlando all over West Orange County, Beirut, Polka Bean, Ivy Lane, Richmond Heights, Pine Hills. All of y'all take care of yourself. But most shout out to my family. Shout out to y'all for doing what y'all do and having me on the show, man. Listen, there's one love, man. Just trying to reach a lot of people and bring people up and encourage them.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate you. You know, we've been riding for a long, long time.
Oh, yeah?
Long time.
Long
time. It's just funny that, you know, how the tides have allowed our paths to cross in this
once
manner.
again. Yeah, it's something totally different.
You know, I mean, we both been the rambunctious and outgoing, whatever, you know, outspoken. We've been that those people at the life of the party whenever we have cookouts and
Cookouts,
everything.
yeah.
We the main two people out there on the dance floor. Yeah.
Got to keep the party going. Can't let everything be. You have a whole lot that's going on in life, and the last thing you want to do is allow what's going on in the outside world damage your spirit, man, your mindset, and what you're trying to accomplish. So you got to turn it up on a regular basis, and some people turn up a little bit too much. Just got to balance it out.
Yeah, that's it. Simple as that. All right, so we're gonna jump right into it. Last week, we introduced a series that we're going to be doing for the next couple of weeks, and it's about breaking down self-awareness. So we pretty much did an overview about defining self-awareness, talked a little bit about 3 kinds, dropped a few little nuggets on how to develop self-awareness, some components, some what-if questions, and so forth. And so tonight we're going to go a little bit more expanding on the 3 kinds of self-awareness. But I'm gonna repeat what's the definition of self-awareness, which is knowing your values, personality, needs, habits, emotions, strengths, weaknesses, etc. With a sense of who you are and a version of the person you want to become. A plan for a professional or personal development can be created. So that's obviously the scientific, definition and so forth. But when you hear self-awareness, as Buddha asked me, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
You pretty much topped it off, knowing who you are, first of all. If you don't know who you are, it's hard to become somebody. It's hard to become that which you dream of, because you can easily be hoodwinked into something that you thought was the right thing to do, or the right people to be around, the right place to go, the right place to live. You have to be sure about yourself. You got to be sure about the path that you're walking down. Everybody's path is different. You can pretend to be somebody for just a little bit, but after a while, the authentic you has to come out. So you need to know who you are first and foremost before you start down the path of doing anything else. That even goes in relationships.
Yeah.
Everybody that's in a relationship, they can say, well, I'm this and I'm that. And then when you get them, they be a whole nother person from what they said they were. Boom. So you got to know thyself first.
You said what you say?
Well, is that where all this they get that catfishing from, not being letting their representative be in the building?
Yeah. So you really do have to know yourself before you do anything.
Gotcha. Okay, so now we're going to move a little bit into breaking down the different types of self-awareness. Disclaimer, I, Buddha, Cali Boy, we are not paid for this. We are not professionals. This is merely our opinion on this subject matter. If you are a licensed psychologist, psychiatrist, or anything of the such, and you would like to drop your nuggets or be a part of the show, pull up. Okay? Very good. That's the disclaimer. All right.
Oh, I got a disclaimer real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not there live with them. So as y'all can see, we doing this on Zoom. So if you see me swatting, fanning, that's because the skeeters out here. And I had to work today, and I just had to make sure I'm here, because I said I'm going to do it. I don't care where I'm at. So,
man, I appreciate you, bro.
Most definitely.
I appreciate you. So, all right. Well, let me get into this thing. I want to say a couple shout outs before we slide. Can I do that, baby?
Yeah.
All right. I want to shout out my godmama. Today is her birthday. Thank you for being in my life this long. Or I'm being in your life this long because you're older than me. However you want to look at it. Also, thanks to one of your friends' birthday today, right?
Who birthday today?
Oh, you shout.
Ooh.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Adrian, what's good?
I'm sorry. So I'm gonna just tell y'all right now, I've been disconnected from social media for the vast majority of today. So, but I do know it's her birthday. And I apologize. Happy birthday. Matter of fact, I'm finna kill this whole thing. Happy birthday to everybody's birthday in August.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
That ain't working.
yeah it is. Happy birthday to my auntie, because I don't think we're gonna be on the show. Her birthday is on the 20th.
There you go. You want a shotgun blast, everybody. You ain't killing nobody.
Happy birthday to Tyrell Carter. He's not on social media, but happy birthday to Redonna Jones. She'll be on August 14th.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those are some special, very, very special people that if I don't say that, since he was trying to call me out,
Boom.
then my neck will be chopped off. All right, very good.
All right, baby.
All right.
Go ahead.
So going back into what we defined, the three self-awareness. One was called indexical,
Okay.
detached,
All right.
and social. So those are just three types of self-awareness. What do I mean? What do you mean by that?
Hit me with it.
Detached,
Mm-hmm.
allowing oneself to experience emotions and feelings without being overwhelmed by them.
Mm-hmm.
That's one type of a detached self-awareness.
Okay.
I'm gonna break it down again. Allowing oneself to experience emotions and feelings without being overwhelmed.
Okay.
Okay. Indexical. Now this is where it gets a little
Tricky.
tricky.
Okay.
Tricky.
So after I did a little bit more digging, because I had to be able to break this thing down in layman's terms.
In
Okay?
only baby fashion. Only baby fashion.
Indexical.
Mm-hmm.
When you think of an index, it's like a place where information is, like a point, right?
Uh-huh.
Or it be like based on the definition, it's equivalent to like signs, meaning look at your self-awareness and associating a sign for the significance.
Oh.
So Buddha made a really good example.
Keep right.
Okay, no, but we gonna break it down. So give your quick example of what your interpretation of what I said that was.
Well, for me, it was like the weight loss game type thing. So you working out hard, you don't see the difference until you put those your favorite clothes on and you realize they don't fit no more. It's working to you now. It feels like I'm actually doing something, because before then you still look the same to yourself.
Right.
So in this aspect, indexical would be you're not seeing your awareness unless it's associated with some form of a sign.
And you're not taking anybody else's, oh man, you look good, or wow, there's a change. You're not really, that ain't doing it for you. You got to see it for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So the social awareness, looking outward to learn about and appreciate others,
Okay.
focusing on recognizing and understanding others' feelings. So when you're being social, obviously the ability to take the perspective of and empathize with others, it kind of incorporates others. So a lot of empaths kind of get locked in on that, which we'll be talking about that later on in the series, okay? Going about because with empaths, they feel the emotions of others and different things, right? But we'll discuss that, like I say, a little bit later on. But it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back. It's gonna come back around. All right. So now let's go break it back down again. Detach. When I say allowing oneself to experience emotions and feelings without being overwhelmed by them, how does that relate to you in your life, Cali boy?
I straight cut you off. There's no feelings, there's no emotion. Exactly. You just out of here. You don't. For most people, it's like I get up. Some people can have sex with people and not have any feelings, no emotions attached to it. They are very detached from that. It's not a thing for them. You're not emotionally involved. You're not mentally involved. Everything is only in your world only. So being detached is you straight cut off. You don't mean anything. That's it. That's the bottom line.
The end.
The
That's
end.
your awareness. It ain't nothing to cut that off. Oh, okay. Got it. All right. I'm understanding you. So when I think about being detached, the detached self-awareness, I'm pretty much like that too, except I do I don't want to say my issue. One of my things is I'm notorious for being a fixer. So I'll take on people, not really take them on because I had to learn over life to draw a line, but I want to get to the root.
Right.
And then we can try to see what can we put together to keep from having this recurrence.
Okay.
Right.
A lot of people, they don't want, they just want, just look, I didn't ask you to be socioanalyze me, psychoanalyzing me. I just want you to just give me the $100, please. So although I can detach, I used to, and I've done much better with not being overwhelmed by the emotions of body emotions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But I wanted to say something. It's hard for because it's like that with me. I'm always trying to fix something of somebody else, especially when people know that you have great advice. They know you're gonna tell them the upfront truth. You're gonna give it to them raw. It's hard for a person who's a fixer to allow somebody to help fix them. What do you do when you need fixing, and everybody that comes to you, you can't go to them because they already tore up. They ain't even right yet. So
Right.
How can a fixer be fixed?
Right.
One of the ways a fixer could be fixed is first they got the first word to talk about, being detached. You got to detach yourself from everybody else. Because once you have involved yourself, or what's the word they've been using? Entanglement with other people and the things that they're going through, you find yourself holding on to other people's emotions or the feelings that they were going through. And I had to learn that myself. You have to let whatever you're helping somebody with, once you finish talking to them, cut it off right then.
Yeah.
Because you'll go to bed with it, you'll wake up with it the next day, and go through the week with it, as you're going through your day, going through your week, you're like, why am I still feeling like this? Oh, now I know, because I let so tell me something about what they were going through. And because I had compassion to what they were going through, now I'm holding on to it. You got to be able to cut that thing off at the root.
Yeah, it's difficult. It really can be difficult, especially when, like you say, when you are a fixer, you naturally are a fixer. And so you get those emotions, you get all those feelings, and then, then you get, when it's time to need to release, now you in a corner somewhere. What I'm saying? Like, which one's mine? Which one doesn't belong to me? So you start getting overwhelmed. And so now, I'm telling you, my cutoff game is strong. I cut my mom off. I cut my children off. I cut my man off. And I'll be like, time out. Yeah. I'm not thinking today. I'm not, whatever you want, be great. And make the right decisions, okay?
Right. Right.
And then I know the pressure be on when I say that, but do it and be great at it.
Yeah.
Be real great now.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to learn how to be able to detach yourself from stuff like that. You don't want to be rocking the boat.
Absolutely.
So real quick, one of our viewers says,
one time was Sonia, Tina, Carolyn, the Love Doctor.
Uh-oh.
A couple other ones. So he says a fixture can be fixed is by having fixers in their life. So he basically, what he's saying is a fixer can be fixed if we have other fixers in their life.
Right.
That's an interesting way of looking at it.
Yeah.
And that's why they
agree.
always tell us it's very important to, what back in the day, everybody ain't your friend.
Right.
And then what your mama
Right.
them used to say,
Yeah.
everybody ain't your friend.
Yeah.
And if you the smartest one in your group, you need a new group. Well, I don't want to necessarily say if you the smartest one, but you do need balance. You can't be the only smart one in the group. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but everybody got long as there's levels to it, because there's balance. Everything can't always be, you know, you need to be able to scribble outside the lines, you know what I'm saying? And then when you're scribbling, you got people in different places for different reasons.
Right.
And so that helps. All right, what you say about detached?
Well, I took a different approach than you two guys.
Okay.
Come on, lean this way.
I said I took a different approach to you two guys. You know what I'm saying? When I thought of detached,
Witness.
hey, it is what it is. I'm sorry. What's the name of this show? Sipping and Conversation, right? So I ain't asked nobody what they sipping on, right?
Went right into it.
No, not at all.
Right into it.
Because I'm trying to make sure I have all the time for my guests.
I understand.
So I
got to hear. Hold on.
He said he was sipping on.
Wait, I gotta let him say it. 'Cause he said especially. But first thing I'm drinking on is some cream soda and cognac. 2 weeks in a row. I gotta love it.
And then me, because I got disciplined the last time I had my rum straight, I was told that I should not have it straight. And thank you, Javon, because this is by far one of my top 2 brown drinks, brown liquors that I like.
She buying it.
I be buying it. Okay, and I'm telling you, this is in my top 2. Okay, very good. So I do have a rum, and to keep from being in trouble, I have ginger ale.
Whiskey, Pepsi, and
I'm mainly sipping on some energy right now, and it's called life. That's why I'm here with Sipping the Conversation. You heard me. You heard me.
Right.
Hey, so do it like this.
And then I got my bubbly shirt on.
hey, that ain't say. Yeah, taste that. Taste that.
I got you.
I'm with it.
So let me get into why I said I did it a little differently. So we talked about detach. So the first thing came to me is detaching myself from any social or indexual in me. So I went with the spiritual aspect. People who think they're woke because they're looking for oneness between you and God, or you and whatever you want to believe in. So they look for religion, they look for higher understanding to get the answers that they seek within.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So they're detaching themselves from the norm socially. They might recluse to themselves to seek whatever answer. And they fasting could be one of them, you know what I mean? Fasting could be one of them, or reading a book about, Greek mythology. However, you getting answers by reading, praying, meditating, that type of thing. That's why I went with that. The woke individually, detaching from the normal reality of whatever it is you're doing on your day-to-day basis. That's why I went. What you got for that?
Different.
Well, that's different. Yeah. But you're right. They're
outside the box. He said scribble.
But you're right when it comes to that. A lot of people do find themselves, in order for them to detach in their way, they go to the inside. They're closed in, away from everybody. They stay from taking phone calls or text messages or hanging out socially, or they go to the word, they go to prayer, they go exercise, work out 10 hours a day, trying to find a way to detach themselves from the situation that's at hand. When one of the best ways to do that is to face it head on, because when you come back to it, even if you go get high, you go get drunk, whatever you do, skydive, when you come back to earth, you come back to reality, it's still gonna be there. So
Mhm.
it's best to head that thing head on and cut it off at the root. Find a way to fix it. If you can't fix it, you need to find someone who can help.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So that's where I went with it. I wasn't far off from you guys. I just figured
No, you wouldn't.
I'd give some more relatable ideas of what it could be.
No, it's fine. I'm with that. I'm with that. So when we get into the indexical, which is the equivalent to the signs, to signs, like I say, meaning looking at self-awareness and associating a sign for the significance. A lot of people, like he mentioned about the weight loss, a lot of times we're not believing that we are advancing in an area unless the money is coming in.
Right.
For example, in the beginning of Sipping the Conversations, naturally we want it to be blowing up. Right.
Okay.
Especially this one, not me. I'm a builder. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I would say, oh, I look good.
Okay.
Everybody know this face.
In order to, I was really strongly pulling him away from thinking that we are not progressing or we're not becoming popular or recognized and all those things because, one show may not have as many viewers as another show, or when we're looking at other competitors and we see, well, they saying the same thing. Why they got da-da-da, So if I were to look at comparing myself to another podcaster that's been out longer, or they're exposing different things differently, that I'm not successful as my sign, then I'm really kind of shooting myself in the foot.
Right.
If you ask me, because I know that we got people watching us right now. And so I try not to associate, I'm just using this as an example. You have different examples because, again, somebody want to talk about, I'm not losing weight, but yet they didn't realize they went in on another loop on their belt. Because they may be still 160 pounds or 200 pounds, but their waistline going in. So that means, you know what I'm saying? Something is happening.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not the illusion or the idea of weight loss.
So you're saying before you couldn't go down there and see Man. Now you lay it down, you can see Man. You're like, wait a minute. Hey, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time. You know what I'm saying? Is that where we going with that?
I'm so done with him.
Y'all don't pay him no mind. He like this all the time.
I'm so done with him.
Oh, at least I kept it PG. Now I could have said the real name.
You did. You did.
I don't even know. Yeah, he doing a good job. Just in case you want to post it later, or anybody want to post it. He's doing great. He's doing so much better. Watching his mouth in this season. I don't know what happened, but thank you, creator.
I'm trying to get with a sponsor out there.
Yeah, they gonna be like, he don't even know how that. But at the same time, we still keeping it real, and we still gonna be our authentic self because y'all are dealing with real life, real people, real talk. You know what I'm saying?
I like how she slid in.
So
gotcha.
There's that. All right. So when you think about what I said with as far as indexical, and by all means, people, make sure you all are dropping your comments. This one is responsible for keeping up with the comments, and we're going to see how great he's going to be at that. Okay, very good.
Facts. That's what somebody said.
First of all, I'm not gonna lie to you. I never heard that word before.
And nobody has.
Good.
in school? Never saw it in the dictionary? Is it new in the dictionary? How long?
Well, it's not in. Well, it's studies because we're talking about we're reaching into people's the psychology of things now.
Oh, okay.
So
The root word is index.
Listen, remember, I'm holding it with I'm holding my phone now. So I if I drop it, that's the end of the show. Okay.
So with indexical, like I said, I'm gonna repeat it. There's three things that stood out to me when I was, like I said, I was reaching into it, and then you can kind of elaborate on your interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
So there's signifier, signified, and sign. All right. So signifier, any material thing that signifies.
Mm.
An example, words on a paper, a facial expression, an image. Okay. Plus signified, the concept that a signifier refers to. So that which that is on the words on the paper equals the sign. Anything that can be used to communicate. So signs where the signifier is caused by the signified. All that blah, blah, blah. So an example, smoke signifies fire. Not always. Smoke technically signifies something is burning. But one will say smoke signifies fire.
Right.
Now go. That shit got deep for you.
Man, yeah, it got deep. See, like on my show, we like to have fun. We try to keep it simple. But
that was simple.
Yeah, it was simple.
That's good, baby. I love it. You looking like how I was looking.
Yeah.
So because he was looking like crazy, I was like, all right, so let me get some examples.
I tell you what I do. I'll go ahead and go.
You do it. And then
you do it. Yeah, you do it.
Say, okay, Buddha, because baby went too deep.
No.
Yes, but you know what? I think a lot of the women that's watching right now, they probably get that right off the bat because women are from Mars and men are from Venus. So we fall apart in our thinking, but we come together in certain areas. That right there, I'm not going to lie. Listen, I'm going to keep it 100. If I've never heard the word before, I'm not going to say it.
No, but I'm with it. I didn't either. But when he took me on this journey to want to do this, I'm like, okay, we going with it. Don't tell me you want to do something, cause I'm.
Well,
let's do it.
Okay, so for me, indexical, right?
Indexical.
I broke it down. Index finger pointing at self. So we're talking about self-awareness. I look at people who talk to themselves to get whatever the answer they need to get. You know what I'm saying? They may not answer themselves. They'll be like, well, for me, I'm a test taker. But how I study is I write things down. So when I'm in the test, when I'm taking the test, I'm visualizing me writing the answer down. Writing the answer down. Now, so this is me self-aware and indexing on me because I'm pointing at me and how I'm learning, how I learn. You see what I'm saying? So same thing in relationships in my mind. You know what I'm saying? If you a hoe, and you know you a hoe, maybe you need to be more honest. Like, hey, listen, man, I am going to cheat on you.
Can we use the word promiscuous?
Yeah, promiscuous. Yeah, let's use a promiscuous. He not gonna do it. He not gonna do it. But you know, okay, so
now look at it.
Now we having some fun, and you don't want to have fun with him. I'm trying to clean it up.
I knew you was.
I'm trying to get this angle right, y'all. Sorry, I'm all in y'all face.
I had a one for you, bro. Woo! Go ahead,
yeah, well, if I had to really relate to that, it's like the accolades that people want. I thought the same thing, but kind of half and half. That when I started this journey, that everybody that I knew from jump, because we know each other, whether it's from childhood, high school, whatever, that they would jump on it. But that was something Self was looking at, because I had the big head for a hot minute. But it wasn't until it hit me when people really weren't catching on. People not gonna always know you, even though they know you. They're not understanding the you. So as far as being self-aware, it just go back to, do you know what you really want? Do you know you? Once you know what you want, I have to say it again. Once you know what you want and what you're trying to do, and it's consistent, like what we're doing is consistent, so more people want to be involved. They want to watch, they want to share, they want to talk, they want to be on the show, they want to give ideas. They look for that constant reminder of, I can go watch Sipping the Conversation and they gonna give it to me. They gonna keep it 100.
Right.
And what y'all do, because he like to call him a hoe or whatever, and the same thing, and you try to keep
promiscuous. He said promiscuous.
No, but it's the raw, authentic part of who you are. That person that you look at on the inside, everybody not going to encourage you. You got to learn to encourage yourself.
Yep.
So that part about self, the index part, you got to learn to encourage self, believe in self before somebody else believe in you.
So I'm gonna get more serious with you though.
Come on.
I'm gonna get more serious with you on a more serious tip. So if you're a drug addict and you going to a party where you know there's gonna be alcohol, drugs, or so and so, you gotta understand who you are. And if that's something that you're trying to fix about yourself,
you don't go to those places.
My point is that.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a gambler, if you gamble, you like to spend money or whatever, you may not go to the stores where it's gonna put you in a position where you're gonna spend all your money or you're gonna gamble all your money away. So it's more of understanding where you at the level you're at, right?
Mm-hmm.
And not necessarily fixing it,
right,
but not putting yourself in a bad way, bad-er way. You know what I'm saying? It's
right.
The awareness part, the self-awareness part.
Understood. Makes sense.
Just to switch gears and hit somebody home, because not everybody is going to be his own.
Mm-hmm.
And not everybody.
There's some good people out here.
There's some good people, but
we know that.
Look at you messing with. So, you know, put it in perspective, you know.
We know it's some good people in this world. We all done had to walk that walk. You know what I'm saying? Hey, been there. I don't even know how to make the finger. Okay.
Right. So, you know, me,
wrong
go to a club.
I don't know.
I look around, and the ratio is more women than men. I'm looking at whoever I'm with my homeboys. I'll be like, oh, it's a whole racist.
It's about to go down.
It's about to go down.
Yeah. Do you say it's a oasis?
It's a oasis.
Lord, he don't want a night for real, boy. What that drink you drinking on again? What you drinking on again?
I'm drinking on cream soda and some cognac. If you
don't
want
y'all drink that.
Cognac, you hit
don't
me
y'all
in
drink
the
that.
inbox.
Don't y'all drink that. Y'all get some of this live energy over here. Don't drink that.
That's okay. All right. So we're gonna close with this last one, which is social, which is looking outward to learn about and appreciate others. Now, focusing on recognizing and understanding others' feelings.
Right.
That really wasn't my forte.
It is for me. And one of the reasons why it is for me is because, again, it goes back to being a fixer. You see something that you know that you can do, that you can help, that you can solve. Whether you know the people or not, the ones that you know sometimes can be a little not receiving what you're saying all the time because you family, you best friend, or auntie or uncle, depends on the respect and what it is. Those on the outside who come to you that don't know you, but they've heard something about you by word of mouth or what you put up, it's like they receive more of what you're saying than the family members they tried to go to. So you take more of the time to help those who will receive, and you're like, okay, I can do this. I envisioned it already, but because somebody came to me, or because they came to me, or because somebody said, you need to go talk to that person over there, it allows me to build up that confidence and being able to look forward. It's like being a forward thinker. You already know what you're trying to get to, and the last thing you want to do is allow somebody to distract you from getting there. So you do everything that's called what? Detach. Going over there, be gone. Because what I'm headed to and what I'm trying to get to, you're not trying to do. If they can't grow, they can't go. Everybody can't go with you as you go up to the higher level or the next level. They're only going to go so far, and that's the part of their purpose in your life. And you have to recognize those seasonal and lifetime people, because sometimes we get those seasonal people mixed up with those lifetime expectations, and we mess up.
Right.
We mess up. So that's
the reason
something
why
big.
I said that that's not my forte is because I'm not going to say it's not my forte, but I am not a sympathetic person.
Mm-hmm.
I just learned last week how to empathize. No,
right. Oh my gosh. Come on.
I'm just saying, and the reason why is because I had been so focused on my life and I know that where I was, where I am, and where I'm trying to get are different places. You know what I mean? And I know the things. Now, I didn't have no bad life. I mean, you know me personally, so I have not come from a broken family, dysfunctional. Right. I mean, I really came from a very loving and supportive family where whatever direction you wanted to, if you wanted to be going up, the whole squad
is with you, right?
All three. You know what I'm saying? Loop you right on where you need to be.
Right. The assist.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then when you come back down, I missed it. They right. All right, come on.
Arms wide open, ready.
Down, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you ain't gonna stay down alone. So I'm saying that to say, even though I knew that I had a support system, I never was codependent on that.
Right.
Okay. I wasn't saying there's a difference, codependency. I knew that subliminally, I knew they were there, but codependency, I was not trying to utilize them unless I actually needed them. So with that all being said, I'm not sympathetic with people that have circumstances that I see that they have a codependency.
Right. Oh, I get that. Come on, lean this way.
And when and so many, if not a mass majority of people have codependencies.
Right.
They have been enabled by someone or something or whatever. They've been codependent. And so when they have to get out there and handle things on their own, they don't know they haven't been told no enough, or because you know what I'm saying, they haven't had to learn how to get it from the bottom, and now you're here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And although I wasn't necessarily at the bottom, I made choices so that I know what it feels like here, because I don't want to be there no more. You know what I'm saying? So everything is what they say, I'm all the way up. You know what I mean? So that's why I say when it comes from, I mean, I appreciate it and I listen and everything, and it just made me appreciate more like, yes, Lord, I'm so thankful. You know what I'm saying? It makes me give humble praises and thanks because I'm in a much better circumstance than a lot of people, but I don't understand other people's feelings, and I don't, you know what I'm saying, all the time, because I don't understand, like, well, why would you want this? How many times has this happened?
Right.
You try to get in there being the fixer, and I'm hitting you at the root, and you trying to keep me at the surface. See, now you done messed up.
Right.
And I'm done.
All right.
You ready for me?
Get it.
Come on. Come on.
Once again, I took a different direction than you guys. Social or self-awareness, trends, and understanding where you fit.
Mhm.
Social hierarchy, understanding if you are a nerd,
Mm,
this is where you're at. But I went one step further. Bullying.
mm,
You see what I'm saying? A self-awareness and understanding you may put out this stepping on somebody else to make you feel better.
right. I'm
That's
ready
a
to fight them. I'm ready to fight them all the time.
that's a social that's a part of that social hierarchy awareness part. But I want to go back
Mhm.
to what something you said. Acceptance. Like for me, for a long, and it's me talking for me.
Yeah.
For me, I wanted to prove to my father that I was a man.
Mm,
All right? That I was my own man and I could make my own decisions. So, you know, growing up, I was always looking for that social acceptance from my father. And how many other people looking, daughters to their mother or whatever, are looking for that social acceptance
mm,
just from the people you love that validates yourself.
mm,
This is where that gets hard, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? You got a sister, brother, older brother, your mentor, things of that labor that's doing all this good stuff. And then you feel like you ain't measuring up.
right.
Then you got to self-evaluate. And what happened in your life that didn't get you where you thought you needed to be because they were the benchmark.
Right.
See?
Well, you better say that. You better say that now. Go ahead.
I lean
Go
in,
ahead.
I lean with you.
Yeah, lean this way now.
And you do, you gotta be careful who you're using as a benchmark.
So it's
Yeah.
like, this is where we at, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we at. When you think about social self-awareness, it could be in your own home because that is your social dynamic. Your mother, your father, your sister, the love of your daughter or son, not feeling like you getting it the way you need to get it because you put in the work and time to make sure they're great. And if they don't see it or understand it, or flip this thing around, they always praising your wife or your girlfriend or your baby mama, how good she doing as a woman and a mother, but they ain't giving you your just due as a dad or a father.
Right.
You feel me? And now you feeling some type of way because you ain't getting what you feel and what you see the love to be.
Yeah. All right.
Mm.
So those are different perspectives.
Hey!
Wait a minute.
Hold on. Man.
That was just different perspectives from the social. You know, Buddha looked at it literally from a social awareness versus scientifically
social self-awareness.
Social awareness, self-awareness, looking outward to learn about and appreciate others.
Mm-hmm.
So Buddha looked at it from a social, as far as from a social acceptance in the self-awareness perspective, which can help, could be part of how you look at others, depending on, like you were saying, if you don't know where you at, if you know that part, then you don't know, how will you know where you fit into this whole, and how to look at others if you don't even know where you fit in. Like, am I, where I'm supposed to be? Am I this? Am I that? So both of you all said two good things that I really liked, and obviously you probably saw me look down because I was writing. One, how to fix the fixer, which that's one of the things that any of my ladies that's listening, or any of my friends, or anybody that know me, they know that I always say, who gonna help the helper?
Uh-oh. We got some bit.
And then, that's what we got.
And then the people say, get another fixer. Get amongst fixers.
Right.
But then you got to be careful because you need to have balance because you don't want to be around everybody want to fix things because then that means what they gonna be trying to fix ain't trying to be fixed.
Right.
Like, I want that to be shady, okay?
Right.
Know your role.
Right.
Because I always ask my friends when they talk, I'm like, all right, before we get into this, what am I supposed to be doing? Am I listening?
Right.
Only?
That's not just for friends. That's even in relationships when the woman brings how her day went at work home to the man, and the man's like, okay, this is my baby. I got to make sure she's straight. She don't want you to fix it. She wants you to listen. So if you don't know that she wants you to just listen, you trying to fix it. Well, let me tell you what so-and-so said and how she did it. Wait, hold on. Well, this is what you need to do, baby. He'd be like, no, I ain't asked you to fix nothing. I just want you to listen. Oh, okay, then. Now we turn into
off my chest. Right, you just gotta know. You gotta know, am I fixing? Am I just listening? Because I'm gonna be listening, but I'm not. Here's the trick, ladies and gentlemen. If all you're supposed to be doing is listening,
Don't say that.
you have to listen.
mm-hmm.
Okay, you have to be listening. Why? Because the man and or woman may say something, and you, in order to affirm that you're listening, you have to comment on something that was said.
And you gotta look them in the face. Can't be staring off in the distance. Some people don't.
You cannot, just because you're not, your role is exclusively to listen, does not mean you should not listen. Or again, you may need to, my caveat again, like I say, is am I listening or am I to respond? Because now I'm listening, but I'm also catching trigger words like I wrote down because I need to be able to go back so that you can potentially elaborate. But again, that goes into my how to fix a fixer part. And another part that Buddha just tapped on was that benchmark. That was really critical to me. You got to know what it is and understand what you are matching against when you're talking about social. So tonight, Silpas and guests of Cali Boy Jones 407 Live, all right, we were talking about expanding on 3 kinds of self-awareness, this is our series on self-awareness. And you're wondering why are we talking about such a deep subject? Well, because this is a time where, first of all, it's a complete change of pace from the mundane, everything that's been going on for the last 8, 9, 10, 12 weeks, okay? We know we are still living in coronavirus. So obviously be safe, all right, be healthy, do all those things. But we also know that there's a lot of mental illness that's going on. And this is just a way for us to start becoming more transparent with ourselves, because we first and foremost must be addressing self before we can be out here trying to fix people. Somebody else.
Right.
So while you out here trying to give advice, which may be valid, make sure, like the old folks used to say, you sweeping around your own front door?
Your own porch. Yep, your own front door, front porch. Yes, right.
You understand what I'm saying? So tonight we talked about the 3 kinds of self-awareness. Indexical, INDEXICAL, indexical. Okay, that's how you do it in a spelling bee. Detached and social. So those are the 3 that we talked about tonight. And Cali Boy, I really want to appreciate you for coming on here to say thank you for coming on. I know Buddha gave you the business. But it was relatively clean, so you may be able to, push this along on your circuit.
Yeah, I'm gonna push it. You know I'm gonna push it.
Because that's what we do. But we bigger and better than that because you know what I'm saying. Because first of all, this was one of those heavy topics that you can't just keep it scientific. You know what I'm saying? If you don't break that thing up, they gonna be like, this ain't the same sipping and conversations we used to. You right.
So I went in for the promiscuous people, for the people who are bullying.
For the people in the bike.
For the people in the back.
Yeah.
Once again, tell the sippers,
Right.
I don't want to say sippers. How do they find you? And when can they find you?
Well, you can find me on all social media at the 407 Show Live on Instagram or Cali Boy Jones on Instagram and Facebook, Twitter, Halanis, and LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn too. You can join me over there. Also, if you want to reach out and be on the show, you can email me at the 407show@gmail.com, 407-967-8209. I'm always willing to have people on the show to help put your business, share your life, share your testimony, even your music, whatever it is, on my platform to help you grow and be better, because God all gave us a purpose. And every purpose that we have, and we bring them together, we can help somebody else, and we can help somebody lean this way and not the other way. As I always say, I love y'all. Thank y'all for joining us on Sipping and Conversations. Man, I appreciate y'all for having me on so much while I'm at work. While I'm at work,
You done good. I appreciate you. We'll talk with you soon.
Oh, yeah. I had to turn the bright light on me real quick so they can see me out here in this dark. Okay. So, right. But ladies and gentlemen, y'all can always join me. Y'all hit me up. Y'all hit my peoples up. We're doing this because we love to do it. And ain't no such thing as by myself. All right. We all got to do this, help each other one way or another. I love y'all. There's nothing y'all can do about it. As long as you have faith, love, and commitment, anything's possible. Baby Buddha, y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Proud of y'all. Congratulations on y'all success. Oh, I want to say this real quick. Success is not what everybody says it is. Whatever success is to you, that's what it's going to be. You could be the best mom, dad, uncle, auntie, police officer. It does not matter. Success is what you think about it. Whatever God gave you and put in you, you go after that. Don't listen to what they say because people be wrong. All right? So I'll holler at y'all later. Again, thank y'all for having me on the show. I'm going back to work and get out this rain. You heard me?
All right, now. Talk to you soon.
All right.
All right, peace. Got it. All right, Sippers. Until the next time. Mirror, mirror, on the wall. Mirror, mirror,